of you watching the replay, and those of you who are listening to what will be our podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Jeff's Place is a home for live music, not only just Thursdays, but it has been Thursdays for the past almost exclusively Thursdays for the past year and a half. I'm grateful to everyone who's joined us this year and last year. And last weekend, we had the pleasure of hosting a live show up in Cambridge at the Lily Pad. It was our second live edition of Jeff's Place, and it was a thrill to actually be present and just be around people, but also listen to the people, to see Emily live again. And it was just fun, and it kind of like brought it home in a very big way. This whole venue started as a place for artists to have a home to play live music as much as people to come listen to live music. And whenever I describe this venue to those who weren't familiar with what we were doing, I always would say is imagine you coming into a coffee house and you walk, you make a sharp left and you see a stage with 50 magical, almost comfortable wooden chairs. And you take a seat, and the thing at Jeff's Place is everybody gets a front row seat. But at the Lily Pad, ironically, it also had about 50 almost comfortable wooden chairs. So it was almost like the exact replica of us, except not everybody had a front row seat. But the sound was terrific. The people were super nice, and the vibe was very comfortable. And so it was just a really nice place to be. And so I'm very grateful to Electric Blue Yonder and to Kaitlin and to JD who's here, those who are watching. And it's just, music is just a special thing in my life, and it's gets me through all sorts of moments. As much as music, you're inspired when you create, we're also inspired when we listen, and the way we associate memories with things. It's like in our memories, there's gonna be people, there's tastes, but there's a soundtrack, and it's that soundtrack to our life that helps create, and it gives us the way to connect one memory to the other. And so I'm very grateful and honored to be around such talented artists who are able to share and to create and present themselves and present their music. So today's show, we have 2 or perhaps 3 guests. We'll see. But I'm going to kick it over to Electric Blue Yonder. Welcome back to Jeff's Place. How are you both doing? And what do we have? What do you have in store for today's show?
Thanks for having us. First off, Beth and I are just off kind of a crazy run. We were up in your area and your neck of the woods for Thanksgiving. Sort of. We found ourselves in Hunter, New York.
Oh wow!
And then we went down to Key West to play a music festival this past weekend called Coast is Clear. It's one of the larger opportunities we've had as musicians. Great lineup: Black Pumas, Raylan Baxter, Liz Cooper, Susto, Langhorne Slim, all these great talented people, and we got to hang out with them. There's also Sam Carlson and the Key West local ska band, the Skanks. So we're kind of riding cloud 9 off that, and the looking forward to next year's opportunities. We've got one more big show coming up before the end of the year, opening up for Susto at Saturn in Birmingham, Alabama. So if anybody's watching in the region, that's going to be a good one. So don't miss it. It's Friday, the 17th of December. Beth and I are getting ready to go back into the studio up in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, to work on finishing up our first children's album project.
Yay!
A lot of really cool people that are going to be involved in that, and maybe we'll play 1 or 2 off of that, or maybe a bridge song. And I added it up yesterday. We drove. Now this wasn't all just in this spurt, but we were in Montgomery. We played something down on the coast. Then we drove straight past Montgomery to Columbus, Ohio, up to Niagara Falls, then over to Hunter, then back down again, all the way to Key West and back. And it was about 4,800 miles in just over 2 weeks, which is
It's a lot of driving.
20%, just under 20% of the circumference of the Earth. So
wow,
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
10 weeks, if you could drive across the ocean, you could get around the world.
Pretty amazing. Well, hey, the stage is yours. Thanks for being part of our show today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I think this first song is going to be the title song off our record we released September 29th, called Morning Sounds. And American Songwriter premiered the video for us along with
Amazing.
the release
Yay.
profile. So it was pretty cool for us. You ready, Bill? Waiting for the morning sound as the world keeps spinning round. I try to open up my eyes. To my surprise, they're already open. Yesterday was turned around. Tomorrow will be upside down. But I'm alive for the very first time. And I don't mind wasting a little time. All my life I have waited for evidence of something more, and it flashed right before my eyes. To my surprise, it was already over.
That was really nice. That was very nice. Beautiful. So nice. And I appreciate it. And together, your vocal range, just wow. Just absolutely wow.
I'll tell you after, Beth. Sorry.
That's right. Beth can't hear any of this, can she? That's right.
No,
I can hear you just a little bit. Just a little bit.
just
a little bit. Okay.
no. Maybe I should flip this one inside out, but no.
And don't worry. You tell her later. It's all good.
I'll tell you later.
I'll
But
go
yeah,
back and listen.
thank you so much. That one is important to us because the title track, the whole new record, is sort of like an exploration of grief and you know that that reflective time that we've all had in this downtime of the past year and a half ish. So, hopefully, if anybody likes what they hear, they go and sit down and listen to it front to back, and they it's like processing it. So it gets into some dark places, but if you stick around, it brings you back to the surface.
Beautiful.
With that, you want to do? I'm glad somebody's doing their yard work outside. You want to do something off the kids project?
Sure.
Do you want to do
Caterpillar? Or what were you
Have we done that for them yet?
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think so. This one's fun. I'll play it. Beth has some. She's going to sing along with me, and she's going to do some hand motions for the dance moves for the kiddos.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one again, we're recording these songs up in Muscle Shoals. We got several of them kind of along the way, but the goal is to finish in the beginning of January of next year, and got some really talented folks working with us. So very excited about it. Song's called Little Caterpillar, and it's sort of an homage to Eric Carle, who wrote The Very Hungry Caterpillar, a great children's book, who, with his backstory, he came from some dark things in his past, and not his personal past, but in history, and he moved to the United States and decided he wanted to make art about beauty and color, and we just resonated with that. So this is Little C.
I'm just a little caterpillar, inching along to my own song. All my tiny feet are grooving to the beat as I keep marching on. Gonna climb up high up towards the sky, I'm moving on. Inch, 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 inching along. I need something to eat, so I'll take a little nibble upon this leaf. It's delicious and nutritious and deciduous. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chewing and a chomping, I'm not stopping. Slipping and a stirring, tossing and a turning. I'm a big worm now, grown up somehow. Whoa, it's time for me to go. There's not enough room inside this cocoon. I'm moving on.
Stretch it out, everybody.
Exhale.
Stretch those wings.
Flap our wings,
Fly away.
gonna flap our wings.
It's a brand new day.
Yeah, Give It On Up. That was beautiful. The best Caterpillar song we've heard in a long time. I might add that Lauren is an early childhood educator, so she truly appreciates the theme and the music and the references.
Awesome. Well, we'll have to connect on that later, Lauren. We're working on the album, and then in one of my past lives I was an art major, and I'm illustrating lyric books to go along with the song. So it's kind of the idea is to create some music that I don't want to mention any names, but maybe some predatory fish that live in the ocean and have lots of teeth that like to repeat their lyrics over and over and over again. Maybe some parents would like some music that they can enjoy alongside their children, and also we can kind of educate the kids and give them reasons to explore and learn on their own beyond the songs. So
that's great.
What's next, Beth?
Did you want to do More Beautiful or Stick Shift?
If we're gonna do those two, maybe do Stick Shift first.
Okay.
Stick Shift was our favorite single off our last record, not the one that we just put out, but Between Space and Time, which we released back in February 29th, 2020. It's just a coincidence that we named it that, I guess. But this is Stick Shift. We should have known that we were hurting. We could have told someone sometime. Let's take it slow now, honey. Where we're going, we won't need money. Think it's time to fall. Choice now, baby. It's yes or no, not maybe. I think it's time that we decide. Always right. When did all I hate become alright? Well, we hurt good people.
life just don't work out that way.
Oh wow, that was again beautiful. Absolutely, you guys are fun to listen to, and I love your stories. The words, those words are very meaningful, resonate.
Thank you. I think we call ourselves a traveling troupe of researchers that report our findings on humanity through song. So that's
Thank
kinda
you
what
for
we.
that. It's magical.
Thank you.
So, by the way, so what was it like down in South Florida, down by where we celebrate every sunset?
Well, it was 80 degrees, and with a low of maybe 73.
Oh wow,
So you might wake up sweating at night, but the community down there. Beth and I have been going for years. We actually got married back in 2015 down at the Audubon House and Museum in Key
oh wow.
West, and it's been a part of our story. The blower's getting closer. It's been a part of our story for quite some time. We've been traveling down there to play because, well, just the community there for the arts is incredible. There's just so many talented people, and if I feel like people are just as weird everywhere else, but in Key West, people are the most
in Key West,
honest with themselves. You know what I mean?
They embrace weird. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so everyone that lives there for any length of time really finds out who they truly are, and they're just, they don't worry about
Yeah,
how people perceive them. So it also makes for, just an amazing community when it comes to sharing your art. It's some of the most receptive audience in there.
that's beautiful. I was my last trip to Key West was right before the pandemic started, and I just I'm a big fan of any place that celebrates sunsets every day. It's a beautiful thing.
Indeed.
And magical too.
So magical. If you haven't been, it's like needs to be at least one pilgrimage for everyone in their lifetime. But don't just spend your whole time up and down Duval. While
get off the Val.
You're gonna have fun, and like New Orleans, Bourbon Street fun there. But the further you get away from that, the more you really dive deep into the culture that surrounds and overflows out of that island. And we learn things new every trip, and it's whatever makes serendipitous things happen. Key West has got a high concentration of it, because you walk and you bump into somebody in the corner, and the next thing you know, your lifelong friends, or you find out that they're your long lost cousin, or it's just
magical pixie dust.
Indeed. So on that theme, this song is called "You Are Beautiful." It's kind of a bridge between the children's music and our regular band. We wrote it New Year's Eve 2020, recorded it for the first time on New Year's Day 2021, and we're just sitting at home thinking about the past year. Wanted to send out a message of love and remind everyone who maybe in all this craziness that we've been going through had forgotten that they're beautiful too, because we're all beautiful as long as we can find ourselves and share the gifts and talents that we have in this world. So this is "You Are Beautiful."
all want you to see. I want you to see. There's so much beauty in this world. Please take time to notice every now and again. If I were an octopus, I'd take my 8 arms and give you a hug. We could swim around, we could swim in the ocean where I roam. It is my home. And if I were a human being, I do my best to fix the things that could make this world just a little bit better. Next time around, next time around. There's so much beauty in this world. Please take time to notice every now and again. We're all in this together. So you are so beautiful in this world. Please take time to notice every now and again.
Oh wow, that was absolutely beautiful. That was, guys, that's great stuff. And one of our friends said you have it reminded you, your song just reminds him of John Lennon's vibe, and that was kind of nice. It's I was, but you know, it's just a beautiful message. And wow.
We love
So
all the Beatles, so that's a very
Beatles
high
are
compliment.
Beatles. Incredible how how music is created that we just know for our entire lives, and it's just very it influences what we do and how we do it. And other music and music in that way is also ageless too, because it doesn't matter when you discover a certain sound, it just stays there waiting to be discovered. And your messages are just beautiful. So so when are you going to record this new your children's album? When are you going to the studio for it?
We have the 2nd through 15th of January booked. We've already got all the principal like rhythm tracks pretty much taken care of, and
It's all charted out and stuff too. It's all done. You have all the
yeah, I've got a little scoring work. We're working with our friend Kimmy Sampson. She's a very talented violinist, so she helps me a lot with our score work. She plays on all the strings for Electric Blue Yonder. She's also toured with John Paul White and done a couple one-offs with Billy Ray Cyrus, like for the Tonight Show and stuff like that. So
nice.
She's lent some of her experience to us to help us really hone this and get it ready to bring in all the professional players that are going to be collaborating with us.
Well, I wish you tremendous success in your recording and the effort and energy that's going to go into making that happen. Is that your set, or did you have one more song to do, or what do you think?
It's 1:33 our time, Beth. I know that you're the.
Yes, I must.
Oh, she has to go.
So we wish that we could play another one for you today, but unfortunately we were pretty tight on our time.
No worries. Well,
That's okay. Next week.
We're gonna be listening.
Yeah, next week maybe we'll. I think we can do it. So
Yeah.
we'll just double check and confirm with you after. And we're about to hop in the car, but I'm gonna bring you along and watch from my phone, or maybe I can get my hotspot going and continue to watch the rest of the show. But thank you very much for having us.
Thank you, guys.
thank you.
And we look forward to hearing the rest of the music on the show today.
Thanks so much. Thank you for sharing your magic with us today. Very grateful to have both of you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
And heading over now to Kaitlin. Good afternoon, Kaitlin. How are you? How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. So, where are you based out of?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, but I make music in Nashville, so
You make
kind of all over the place.
lots of people could make good music in Nashville. So you're in the downtown, or what part of Nashville you in?
I've been all over the place. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
I understand. I just met last week with friends of mine. Well, I think lots of studios in Nashville. I was with a friend of mine who has a studio and basically a stage play, and we may be collaborating on a future project together. So, but he met us in
Awesome.
Boston, so it was fun. It was absolutely fun. So, what are you going to be playing today? Oh, I should ask you, who are some of your influences that help influence your songwriting?
Yeah, so I got a few. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of listen to a little bit of everything, if that makes sense. So I
Absolutely.
sort of pull from a lot of different styles and whatnot, but my main influences I would say would be Casey Musgraves, Miranda Lambert, and the Eagles. So
Wow.
I love those three.
What wonderful confluence of artists there. Wow.
Yeah, I mean they're all amazing in their own different ways. So I like to pull
Sure.
a little bit from each of them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. All right. Well, hey, the stage is yours. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for being a guest here at Jeff's Place.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. This first one I'm gonna do for you is called "Stuck Loving You." This one I released last year or the year or earlier last year, and I might be adding this one to my album when I put it all together. So it's gonna be fun. But yeah, this song's called "Stuck Loving You," and it is available everywhere if you want to go check it out. I woke up one day thinking you're the kind of guy I want, and I just can't wait to see you all the time. I'm on a crazy little road, foot on the gas, I know I'm gonna crash, but I just might explode without you.
Wow, that was beautiful. And as JD
Thank
says,
you.
blues with a teaspoon of sugar. Beautiful. Wow. Great.
Thank you.
Love that. Wow.
Yeah, that one's called Stuck Loving You. That one's available. All these songs actually that I'm going to do for you are available everywhere if you want to go check them out on your own time. But that one's called Stuck Loving You. I wrote that uh, early in the year and then it got released just later that year. So it was a really fun one.
That was great.
Thank you. Well, set this up here. The next one I'm going to do is one of my latest ones. This is called Sunrise Sunset. And all the songs that I'm doing for you today are a little bit different. I like to sort of test the waters in a bunch of different styles, if that makes sense. So this song is called Sunrise Sunset. I wrote this one during quarantine, like right at the beginning when everything shut down. I was sitting over at the window and I was just watching the sunset and I was like, wow. It was like like every color in the book. It was gorgeous. You know, the clouds had like the gold outline. Oh, it was beautiful. And I was like, man, wish someone would look at me the way I'm looking at this sunset.
Ooh, yeah. Wow.
And this is what came of that. So I think it turned out pretty cool. And here you go. Something about you and the way you smile makes me want to stay here, get away for a little while, take a little rest here and let down my guard, 'cause I'm really into you, boy, and you're capturing my heart. I wanna be a sunrise, the first thing to hit your eyes, to brighten up your dark skies. Baby, let me be your light, or I could be a sunset. I'll show you how to forget, get in a quiet mindset. I'll give you all the peace of night tonight. It's alright, I'm by your side. I'll be yours for life. You live in my daydreams, caught up in your jet stream. Don't wanna be in between, 'cause baby, you're the one I want. 'Cause when you come around me, my heart becomes so carefree. Never had I love this easy. Boy, it's you I wanna flaunt. I wanna be a sunrise, the first thing to hit your eyes, to brighten up your dark skies. Baby, let me be your light, or I could be a sunset. I'll show you how to forget, get in a quiet mindset. I'll give you all the peace of night tonight. It's alright, by your side. I'll be yours for life. And baby, you know, with you the world is gone. Nothing matters no more. Just keep me in your arms. All I want is to be your sunrise, the first thing I hit your eyes, to brighten up your dark skies. Baby, let me be your light, or I could be a sunset. I'll show you how to forget, get in a quiet mindset. I'll give you all the peace of night tonight.
Wow, that was beautiful. I love the vibe. And
Thank you.
once again, JD beat me to the punch. He says that was jazz with a teaspoon of sugar. And wow, it's absolutely just beautiful
Thank
stuff.
you.
It's just yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
beautiful
This next
style.
one that I'm gonna do for you is actually gonna be a cover, but I released it. So I told you at the beginning there, I love Casey Musgraves. She's like one of my top, if not the top artist. I just love her. She's awesome, and she has a song called "Slow Burn," and it's more of a inquisitive song, I guess. It's really cool. So once you hear it, you'll get what I'm saying. But I released this song, and I actually filmed a music video for it down in Nashville. We had this super cool house with this like all red room, a round bed. There was like flamingos in the corners. We had a smoke machine going. It was super cool. So
Wow.
highly recommend checking it out. But this song is called Slow Burn, and I hope you like it. Born in a hurry, always late, haven't been early since '88. Texas is hot, I can be cold. Grandma cried when I pierced my nose. Good in a glass, good on grain, good when you're putting your hands all over me. I'm alright with a slow burn, taking my time, let the world turn. I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all night, it's a slow burn. In Tennessee, the sun's going down, but in Beijing, they're heading out to work. The bar down the street don't close for an hour. We should take a walk and look at all the flowers. 'Cause I'm alright with a slow burn, taking my time, let the world turn. I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all night, it's a slow burn. Whatever feels good. Old soul, waiting my turn. I know a few things, but I still got a lot to learn. 'Cause I'm alright with a slow burn. A slow burn.
Wow. Wow. And your version is so beautiful.
Thank you, I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Wow. And I just love it. And your voice is so soft and powerful at the same time. Wow.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was super fun to film. Like I said, we had all sorts of stuff going, so it was definitely a great time, and I think it kind of captured the sort of vibe of the
Sure.
song. You know what I mean?
Yes. Wow.
Well, I'm gonna do one more for you here. This song is called Natural Disaster, and this is my latest release.
Okay.
The way I explain this one is it's that one person that is like a bad idea. Like you should definitely not get involved with them, but you just can't help it. Like there's something about them just like pulling you in, and you just cannot avoid it, if that makes sense. And
get it.
so yeah, I shot the cover art out in Death Valley, and I found this little shack that was just ripped to shreds, and I was like, that fits perfectly. So the song's called Natural Disaster, and again, it's available everywhere if you want to go listen, but I hope you enjoy it. I can't seem to dry the tears that I cry. Too much like rain falls from the sky. I don't know why I'm listening to lies, pushing the truth off to the side. I don't know why you make me feel so broken. the storm. I try to tell myself I need to leave you, but I've been here before. Tell myself lies I wish were true. Brought me to my darkest hour. It's true. Every rainstorm starts off as a shower. All of the signs crashing in like a wave tell me I should stay away. But even after all the things that I see, I fell into you, your natural disaster. Like a tidal wave building all around, you and I will come crashing down. Brought me to my darkest hour. It's true. Every rainstorm starts off as a shower. All of the signs crashing in like a wave tell me I should stay away. But even after all the things that I've seen, I fell into you, your natural disaster. Your natural disaster.
I love that. That was absolutely beautiful. Natural disaster. Kaitlin, thank you for being part of the show today, and I'm really grateful to have you as a guest. And
Thank you. No, I
I
appreciate
do love
you.
your music, and I just thank you for sharing your magic with us. It's just and it's so feels so good to listen to that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope I can come back soon.
Would love to have you back. That would be wonderful. Thanks for being part of us. And please remember, if you're watching, listening, please remember to tip our artists as generously as you can. You could also tip Lauren and Harry and anyone else. But please remember to give and to just enjoy this music. And your music is a gift. Thank you so much, Kaitlin.
Thank
It's
you. I appreciate
so
it.
nice to have you. Next up, I believe unannounced, but yet here today to be here is JD Cotton. JD, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing awesome. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for asking. It's kind of a typical winter day here in the Seattle area. It's like 39 degrees and sort of drizzly,
Oh,
but spirits are high. Hopeful for the holiday season in the coming year, and
so it's not even afternoon for you yet. Wow, still late morning.
not quite, not quite. Yeah,
Well, thank you for being here.
yeah.
So and thank you for last week I really appreciated the conversations you had with Colin. I appreciate the talks you guys have, and
That was fun. Yeah, I enjoy talking with that guy. Yeah.
anytime you're in the mood for hosting a show, you could just take over as host. It is
Oh,
it's really an honor to listen to you talk music. It is fun, and I appreciate your depth of music knowledge and music theory, and how you deconstruct and reconstruct music is just wow.
okay. Hey, I got to give some presents to the niece and nephew. They just got to the door. Can you just talk and give me 1 minute, and I'll be right back.
Absolutely, we'll talk. Absolutely. Lauren and Harry, what's going on in the schedule for Pulveria? No, for Jeff's place during December. What's going on?
Well, next week we're having our songwriters in the round. As I mentioned earlier, Electric Blue Yonder is trying to check that they can be there. Caitlin's going to check too and see if she perhaps can make it as well.
Wow.
Jennifer Alvarado will be there with Wes and Victoria Hamill. Following that, on December 23rd, we're having a holiday show. So we are hoping to have a bunch of performers coming in doing up to 4 songs, but depending on how many performers we have, it could be 3 songs so that we keep it within the 2 hours. We have Mary coming back for sure, and our friend Terrence, who is here listening, is checking his calendar, and I know Allie is here. And Allie, I'm shouting out to you right now that we would love to have you there as well. You let me know if that works. And oh, we got a heart from Allie, so that would be awesome, my Allie. And hopefully maybe JD will come back then too. We have Doug DeJoe, who's looking to come on the 23rd. And what else do I have in store? I think right now Harry and I are working on that and then pushing ahead till January.
Okay, great. So we have that. Good to know. JD, I have to, unfortunately, I have to make a quick call to my, I have to take care of something, but you
Okay.
take, I'll be back in about 3-4 minutes. Harry will have you, and I'll be back soon. But thank you so much for doing this, and thank you for performing. I always enjoy your music.
Yeah, I'm honored. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll just do a couple.
I'll take it away.
All right. Okay, great. By the way, Kaitlin, loved your songs, love your style. Keep it up. Sounds great. Before the pandemic, my biggest concern was the environment, and so I had written a few songs around that topic, and some of these were songwriter challenges in the Seattle area. By the way, just checking, how's my sound? Harry, Lauren, am I doing okay? All right, great. Anyway, this one's called The Mothership, and I haven't played it in a while, but I'm looking forward to doing it for you guys. Lately been thinking how all of these leaves litter the ground. Discarded letters I never could read in yellow and brown. They're blowing round on the breeze in the sun, stretching for millions of miles. A circular journey, if only to rest for a while. Lately been thinking about all of this water running to ground. It flows through my body, then down to the ocean, and just turns around. I hear the rain on my window pane, washing the dust out to sea. She cries like a baby, if only to get what she needs. Wherever I go, whatever I do, fall into the ocean, fly into the blue. People were made to stumble a bit when they roam. Whenever I'm lost, haven't a clue, I remember the stars shining high above you, and everything living built upon everything gone. And the mothership sailing, she's my home. We've been spinning around in this blue water town, and fighting like a bunch of little kids. She's been holding us close while the winter wind blows, and saving us from the abyss. And wherever I go, whatever I do, fall into the ocean, fly into the blue. People were made to stumble a bit when they roam. Whenever I'm lost, haven't a clue, I'll remember the stars shining high above you, and everything living built upon everything gone. And the mothership sailing, she's my home. Mothership sailing, she's my home.
I love that. That was beautiful. Absolutely wonderful song. Mothership is, yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Absolutely.
A few metaphors, but they're kind of obvious, I think.
So good stuff. So what kind of guitar do you play with? What's your go-to guitar?
The Martin, the
okay.
D28. But I got an old Washburn back there. I don't know. Seems like sometimes the first, semi-decent guitar you have, you play it for so many years before you upgrade. Usually, at least that was me. And it always feels comfortable, like the spacing and the action, everything. I don't have to look, on that one.
Right,
so that one, it's not as good as the D28, but it's comfortable.
Sure.
And then I got some other ones, but probably this guy. Is the mix okay? Should I move the mic at all? Or
I think the mix sounds great.
okay.
Thumbs up from the production team.
All right. Okay. I got one more here. I don't know if I played it on your show or not, Jeff. It's called The Faded Black and White. Songwriter's Challenge. And it was to write a song about a book. And I struggled and struggled. And finally, I looked at my old baby book up there. My mom put together, and I got this idea for this song.
Oh, wow.
Faded Black and White. Okay. I've been flipping through the pages of a photo book. I found all the black and whites that my mother took. Not a one I can remember, not my birthday in September. It's kinda like I was never there. Just a couple taken before I was born. Arms around each other in the trailer court. Young and thin and cavalier, and then his pictures disappear. It's kinda like he was never there. His images on paper don't mean much to anyone, much to anyone but me. They're only made of light and silver, and faces so familiar. Think of all the stories still alive, living in the faded black and white. Christmases and Easters on the carousel. A dozen different houses, who can even tell what the state was we were in, if it was time to move again. It's kinda like we were never there. These images on paper don't mean much to anyone, much to anyone but me. We're only made of light and silver, and faces so familiar. Think of all the stories still alive, living in the faded black and white. The day will come when all of my possessions have been analyzed, scattered like confetti to the wind. But that don't mean they didn't count, even if they never count again. Images on paper don't mean much to anyone, much to anyone but me. We're only made of light and silver and faces so familiar. Think of all the stories still alive, living in the faded black and white. These images on paper, these images on paper, just images on paper. Think of all the stories still alive, living in the faded black and white.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love, if I heard it before, I don't remember, but oh my God, wow. I just love that. And
Thank you.
those memories, I talk a lot about digital breadcrumbs and memories and bringing things, some things staying alive, but you keep those things alive by song.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's beautiful words. And
Thank you.
whew, wow, I love that.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's inspiration is all around us, and this was a good one. And Colm was talking about on the last show how, in a way, it's a shame that not everyone isn't a songwriter because when I go through these songs, I sing this song, I am reliving it.
Right.
The inspiration and all that compressed emotion and memory is concentrated in this song, and for me it's very special. And of course for everyone, you have your own, if you're really listening, you have your own I guess interpretations, and you superimpose your own memories and experiences on the song, and that's what it should do. But for me, it is really really something special. And I think about my mom, and I think about those little black and white pictures that she took, and how much she cared to put that little album together. And my poor brother and I was the oldest, so I got the good one. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's too busy working and raising kids and trying to get by later on to really do theirs very much. But I feel very special to have that.
Yeah, but what's amazing is those black and white memories are still in Kodachrome.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to play, guys. I really loved it. I'm gonna go visit with niece and her little girl right now, and
Thank you so much. Really grateful to you. Happy holidays. I do hope to see you soon. You always have a home here, JD. Always.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You
When
guys
the-
take care. Have a wonderful holiday. If I don't talk to
We
you,
hope, I don't know, somehow in 2022 to actually see you live playing with people around you, not just the virtual us, but the physical us too. We'll see if we can make that happen.
I think we can make that happen.
That'd be awesome. Well, thank
All
you.
right. All right. Bye.
It's Jeff Pulver. I'm Jeff Pulver. That was JD Cotton, and we're gonna wrap up today's edition of Jeff's Place. Wish you all best of the holiday season. I hope you're enjoying it. If you may be wondering what's behind me, who is this character? How do they invade my space? Well, it turns out that besides hosting Jeff's Place, I also recently launched a art library of my own called Pulveria. Has a beautiful backstory. Unfortunately, none of the Pulverians that I'm aware of are musicians, although we have to work on that part. But it is a way to support. I use my NFTs as a way to help support the work around the enterprises that Lauren, Harry, and I are involved in, particularly this show and some of the other live shows that we do. And if you could support, if we were a PBS station and we're looking for support, we'd say for viewers like you, if you were to find it in your heart to capture one or more of these characters, it would mean a lot. Plus, it would actually physically be support for us. And people in 2022, these digital objects will take on a different role. In addition to showing support for the shows, we actually have some extra benefits to roll out, which are not truly announcing just yet. But we're now, during the month of December, these characters are available, and you can find all the info out on Pulveria, Pulveria.xyz. Anyway, we'll be back next Thursday. Yes, Lauren?
Just be careful because auto check puts you at pulverize XYZ. So We have to make sure that it's
mean,
Pulveria.
Oh yeah, pulverize that XYZ. No. It's just
No, it doesn't work.
no.
Thanks everybody for being here.
We'll be back next week for another live edition of Jeff's Place. Until the next time, stay safe. May the light be with you.